don't give a fuck if it's up or down, it's out.
Fast 29 Sports coming from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. It is the Countdown to Green presented by Cure SMA. Tonight we've got the Looney Tunes 125. Chris Pickett here with you alongside my buddies Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki here on a beautiful night in Music City. Take a look at the weather for this evening. Ideal weather conditions, 82 degrees, 84 degrees track temperature, partly sunny skies, north wind about 6 miles an hour, light humidity. Well, gentlemen, good to have you back here tonight. Looking forward to this one. This is the first race of the chase tonight, so we're looking forward to some good action here on the short track. We'll start with Dale tonight. How do you think this one's going to start out, buddy? Short track racing.
Short track, right? Man, that's a tongue twister. Wow. Yeah, short track racing is very fortuitous. It's very, you're trapped in a confined space. You gotta be aware of the wall and be aware of the person right next to you. Overtaking can be a bit risky, but you know these guys have plenty of experience throughout the season and other races, so I think we'll be fine.
Jamie, we'll go over to you now as far as pit strategy goes. Obviously, we just came from the road course, so obviously you got all kinds of crazy stuff that happens over in that situation. But how does that apply here on the short track?
What's up, Doc? I think these drivers tonight are going to have to really manage their tires. I think they only have 3 sets tonight, and this Nashville Fairgrounds track could really eat those up. You know, and Chris, earlier you took the words right out of my mouth. I say the weather tonight is beautiful for some racing.
Suffering succotash. I forgot my line about what's up, Doc. We had the script, folks, for the Looney Tunes characters tonight, and we completely dropped the ball. That's okay. We're here to have fun. We're out of practice. It's been a minute, so. Gonna get some information here in just a second about how the choose cone rule is going to work as well. Once I find it in my info, for some reason it cleared on me. And I apologize, this is race 2 of 8 of the chases. There was one last week at Legacy, Texas. We will be broadcasting every other race for the rest of the USORL Cup Series season this season, so we're looking forward to doing that for you guys. We'll have a week off next week, then we'll go to Kansas, another week off, and then we'll do Talladega, another week off, and then we'll bring you the finale from Las Vegas. Looking forward to that one as well.
Well, Chris, isn't that lovely that we get to broadcast every other race here in the chase? Unlike Marvin the Martian, that doesn't make me very angry. That makes me very happy.
All right, so we'll take a look at the choose cone. Thanks, Jamie. All right, so there is this dotted line coming down the front straightaway, and the choose cone point is right in the middle, as indicated there by the red lines. Right in the middle of the start-finish line, in line with the dotted line on the front straightaway that goes down the dead center of the track.
Very self-explanatory. We'll see how many people, mess this up, though.
Knowing me, I'd already have screwed it up. We have some awesome throwback schemes out here tonight. We're going to take a look at a few of them as they come around the track here. Henrietta Bordeaux there in the 26. Zach Krastowski in the 4, that awesome AOL-looking machine there, the 28. Oh, he just right into the pit lane on cue. Thank you, Zach. Austin Hakes in 28 with the on a roll machine, the Kevin Harvick throwback. Look at those on the front straightaway. Look at that. Noah Joyce in that Oreo machine, old DEI machine. There's the 43, another throwback to those cars from the early 2000s that ran at Richmond in the Looney Tunes rides. All these looking amazing tonight, guys. Look at that, the 51. That's awesome. Dewey got the Kurt Busch ride out here tonight. There's William Page. He's the pole sitter for tonight's race. Davey Hazard. Oh, there's a classic there. Blake Vegan with the throwback to Joe Gibbs, the Interstate Batteries machine. See Noah Joyce going around the track there. Oh, there's Garrett Sidnor. I was hoping to get a better shot of that ride before he did what he did. But the Mom and Pop's machine. All right. We are ready for this one here tonight. We'll get you the starting lineup here momentarily. All right, starting lineup tonight for this Looney Tunes 125. On the pole, William Page in the 42, alongside Scott Lamp in the 21. Row 2, Garrett Sidnor in the 50, alongside Austin Hakes. John Peterson and Cal Lovehall, a couple of Looney Tunes rides in row 3. Luke Smith and Michael Murata, another great looking ride there in the 62. Noah Joyce and Joseph Weaver in row 5. Row 6 is Blake Beacon and Darren Ingram. Row 7, Austin Spencer and Davey Hazard. Row 8 is Zach Krastowski and Dewey Schramm. And rounding out the field tonight, Henrietta Bordeaux, Wong Do, and Cam Barnes in the 7. All right, guys, we're looking forward to some great racing action. Glad to have you with us here on Fast 29 as the field rolls through on the first pace lap here. Guys, what are your last-minute thoughts here as we get ready to take off?
Andale, arriba, arriba.
Excellent, Jamie. That's what I'm looking for. That's the content we're looking for.
I mean, I will say, we did talk about a short track, but these guys did spend a lot of time practicing under daylight. And now as I see the track has got darker, pace cars, the lights out, track lights are out. Hopefully they've adjusted their break points well enough in the changing conditions that they had.
All right, here we go. Green flag is in the air. William Page and Scott Lamp lead them to green. We're racing in Nashville.
Great start by Scott Lamp on that outside line. Takes the lead from William Page into 1 and 2.
He just cuts off his momentum and just gets down in front of him and says, "No, I'm not letting you by me."
Looks like William Page might be struggling here on the opening stages of this race, and I feel like he's going to be wanting to say more feet to Scott Lamp.
What do you got for 10?
Is that Austin Spencer back there? Yes, Austin Spencer in the 13 is around. Quick caution lap number 2.
Probably should have told the two to lay off my ego, with that one.
Oh my goodness.
We're giving the people what they want, Chris.
We know. We know. That's okay. Went down into turn 1. Oh, Davey Hazard gives the 13 a little bump there going into turn 1. And into the wall goes Austin Spencer.
Yep, Davey Hazard definitely said meep right there, and around the 13 went.
Looking like Denny and Todd Gibbs right there.
Oh, nice reference. Here's the onboard look from Davey. Oh, just... Austin kind of stopped. He had the car on the outside there and just kind of had... Unfortunately, 8 tires are better than 4, just in a different way there.
Yeah. I left him no choice right there, just easing off throttle a bit too much right there. hopefully, William Page can, get back in gear because Scott Lamp took off. After he took that first place position from him, he just took off and started creating like almost a 2-car gap.
Would like to make a quick note here as far as the ticker goes. If you look in the top there, the drivers that are eligible in the playoffs are highlighted in yellow tonight to make you differentiate on those guys. And we'll also be showing, for some reason that's in the wrong spot.
Dylan.
No, not Dylan. No, I forgot that was the pick stop tower that was in the corner there. Let's do live standings. That's supposed to be down there. There you go. So we can see how these guys are moving around as the race progresses. Lights are out on the pace car.
Vast majority of the chase eligible drivers are currently running the top 10, top 5.
Did have a penalty on Dewey Schramm for the choose cone violation. As green flag back in the air, and Scott Lamp jumps back out to another lead.
At 28 side by side with William Page. He hold him off and maintain second place at least.
I mean, if you're Scott Lamp, this is definitely what you want to see in the mirror. Now you can just hold your pace and drive away from the guys behind you.
But you can see these guys got these things set on the ground. You can see them bottoming out through. Some of them are bottoming out all the way around the track, but especially in 1 and 2.
Yeah, like Earl shades of that for opening lap. Scott Lamp just out like a bullet. Page just gets passed on the inside. Now stuck in third.
Looks like Cal Lovell losing the position to Viken back there as well.
Viken's moving up. He's already up to 5th place. He started 18th. Excuse me, started 11th. I'm sorry. Read it wrong. Oh, and he's in the wall!
And the commentator's curse strikes again.
Yep. That's a
I'll
lot
take that
of damage.
Sorry,
on,
Blake.
Oh, goodness. A lot of damage to the left side of that 08. And he's got a meatball flag as well. Oh, Ingram up in front of him gets way up toward the wall as well.
I mean, he's driving the car, so maybe the damage is not as significant as the game is probably telling him. He is giving positions back.
He's got a pit, though. He's got that meatball flag. They're going to stop scoring him here in a little bit. So into the pits he goes. But you can see that's not the leader. That is 2nd place Austin Hakes. There goes the leader, Scott Lamp. You can see this 1.8 second lead that 21 has already put on the field.
You got to think what's going through Austin Hakes' mind right now is be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits, and that wabbit is Scott Lamp pulling away in 1st place.
We are so proud of all your accomplishments, Jamie.
It's Lamp season, not Page season, is what you're saying?
Sure, it's been a long day. We'll go with that.
You ain't kidding about it being a long day, I'll tell you that. But hey, we're here having some fun tonight. It's a beautiful night here in Nashville. Sparks flying.
Waffles flying, batteries flying. Yeah.
And that's just the start of the race.
I love throwback and whatnot. You get to see the creativity of some drivers, and you get to notice who they're fans of based on the cars they pick.
Oh, you gotta love that, absolutely.
I am shocked that nobody decided to go the typical, most throwback races or theme races, you always see a Budweiser 8 here. Nobody made that.
Oh, they may have just not been here. There is, there's one little, the 31 there of Noah Joyce. He's got what year did he run that red Oreo scheme? Was that 02?
I think he ran that in Bush, if I remember
right.
correctly.
Yeah, I just can't remember what year. 02, 03, somewhere in that range. And Blake Viken, unfortunately, the damage was too severe for him, and he is out of the race.
Mm-hmm.
Had a strong car. You could tell he had something for him, but just lost it off turn 4 as we were watching him.
Those first couple opening laps, he was just like a rocket, charged up on the interstate batteries powder and worked his way up to the front.
Guys, you were talking about these beautiful, beautiful throwback paint schemes that we have on track tonight. But Chris, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that not one driver out here threw back to either you or me. What are we doing out here, guys? This is despicable.
You know, Jamie, there's a reason for that. We suck.
Well, you don't have to broadcast that now, do you?
Well, those of you that watch the races that I'm actually racing in already know that. I mean, let's be real. Take a look at Zach Rostowski, 12th in the playoff standings. The number 4 there, chasing down Cam Barnes. Battle for 14th.
That number 1 car. Did they leave the pit, go out the pit, and come back in? They've been there a while, almost 40 seconds.
He had a meatball flag. I wonder if there's Dewey sitting there. Evidently he had an issue earlier, and I guess they are still trying to fix that car.
That driver is probably the smiley face on the hood at this point. You don't want to have that kind of trouble this early into the race.
Absolutely
Such a
not.
shame.
Yeah. Now Scott Lamp has already caught the tail end of the field here as well. He's closing up on Henrietta Bordeaux in the 26. That's Joseph Weaver in the 12, and the throwback to Steve Park there in front of him.
Some room by going to the high side,
Dewey back on track there. You see the red car on the inside down the front stretch.
The pace of this 21 car is just amazing. Hope he can keep it up for long term over the race, though.
Yeah, we still have a long way to go, but that 21 car certainly looks like the car to beat right now. These guys are going to really have to throw some strategy at it. See if they can get this Waskowee wagon out of the lead.
That's Jamie Zalecki, folks.
He'll be here all night.
I will be here all night. There's more to come.
Feel free to chime in the chat anytime about how good or bad those jokes are tonight. Boy, Scott Lamp is on a rail right now.
Yeah, that AOL 4 car went really high up in the wall to give him a lot of room. Thought he was going to take himself out.
Guys, I'm surprised that Cam Barnes is back here in 14th a lap down. That's not what you expect out of this 7 car, especially early on in this race.
I was kind of a surprise by that team as well. Looking back from Austin Hakes at William Page.
We're hearing that the driver of the 51, Dewey Schramm III, has upgraded the smiley face to an ice cream and has disconnected from the race.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, you'll have that in this type of auto racing, unfortunately. Page starting to close back up here on Hakes. Garrett Sidnor back there about a second behind this battle for second. And these guys are starting to catch that traffic that Lamp was working through earlier. Lamp is 3.5 seconds ahead of this battle for second.
We'd ought to point out these strong showings from John Peterson and Mikey Murata up here in 7th and 10th, the only 2 non-playoff cars inside the top 10.
There's Peterson working on Luke Smith here for 6th.
There we go. Come on, John.
Tonight's sponsor of the race as well. And into 6th place he goes.
Well done. That's definitely not a maroon driving that 43.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. There's Mikey Murata in the 62. Good looking ride there. I always love that gold Bass Pro car. And he was our surprise Daytona Next L winner of a week and a half ago. Getting through a 10-car pileup at the start of the wreck. I say that because everybody wrecked in that race at the end of the race, including yours truly, and somehow I bounced through that to finish second.
You drove through the smoke, my guy. It was an amazing run watching you do that.
I also ran through William Page too to get to there and tore the whole front of the car. But that's okay.
No, we don't count.
We don't talk that part. Yeah, I didn't have a scratch on the car until then.
When you read a book, you remember the cover and the back part. Don't worry about the middle part.
Page and Hakes, they continue to battle here for second. On board with Page.
Guys, as we're watching this battle between Austin Hakes and William Page, and as we ride on board with Page, I think this is a good time for tonight's Scott Pruitt shout out of the race. Back at Iowa, William Page told us that he always sends his parents the link to the broadcast. William, we hope you did tonight, because we're saying hi to you and your family at home.
And I believe they are watching because I have Edward Page chiming in on the chat. So, Hi, Edward. Oh, they close up quickly on Henrietta Bordeaux here coming down the backstretch.
I thought we were gonna, the way they're closing out on them, I thought we were gonna get a Roadrunner reference,
Look who's lurking back here. Oh, caution's out.
Ooh, middle of the track.
Aw, shucks. That's a tough one there for Huang Do.
There's Huang. Trying to get a camera on him anyway. There's Huang. I don't even know what camera we're on. There we go. There's Huang. Let's go back and take a look, see what happened to him.
There's a lot of front end damage.
A lot of front end damage on that 06. And again, unusual for him as well. Oh, wow. We will see how this happens here. We're down to turn one. He's by himself. Going down to turn one. And we've noted that the bottom here, there's a lot of bumps. You can see he's loose right going into the corner, trying to save it, and finally it catches and into the outside wall he goes.
Yeah, that rear end just gets away from him entering the corner.
That battle for second we've been watching as well.
Just gets loose entering and then can't save it.
Yeah, we had a nice avoidance there by Henrietta Bordeaux as well. Well, guys, 42 laps into this race, you definitely come down and take tires. I mean, you'd be crazy not to at this point, right?
Absolutely. And there they come off pit road. Yeah, unfortunately, a short night for Huang Do as well. Scott Lamp continues to lead. And there's the claim by the 06, but unfortunately he is done for the night. It's like Cam Barnes may be taking the waiver around here, or he might have been the lucky dog, actually. Yes, he was the lucky dog, so he will get the free pass and head around the track here.
43 laps in, Scott Lamp with a fresh set of tires while he's out front. Can't imagine a more happy guy on the track right now.
Freshies and you're leading. Gotta love it.
But he did just get that 3.5 second lead wiped away.
I mean, under caution, we've seen on the restarts in the start of race, he has amazing pace to get off the block and just shoot off like a rocket. But you'd rather him, get those pits under caution than having to risk making a green flag stop.
Yeah, as we saw in practice, green flag stops can be challenging here at Nashville Fairgrounds. That pit wall attenuator sure does come up quick.
All right, pace cars in. Lamp and Hakes bring him down through the restart zone, and we're back to racing.
Page did not get the restart he wanted right there. He started out on all over Lamb's bumper, but just didn't go when time was necessary.
We'll see if they've made any good adjustments to try and stay with this 21 this time.
Ooh.
Oh, Page is around in turn 1!
Caution.
Into the wall! Oh, more trouble behind him. Spencer and Henrietta Bordeaux. Caution is back out.
That was iffy because it looked like the 28 got loose going into the corner, hoping he didn't think Page roughed him up a bit.
Heading down into turn 1. Oh, he gets into the back of Hakes going down the front stretch. And then he just loops it by himself going into turn 1. Hakes with a heck of a job to avoid that, but we wonder how much damage he's got. And then here's Spencer and Henrietta Bordeaux wanting to join the party with Bugs Bunny there on the outside. Let's see if we can figure out how they were involved. So, wow.
Not quite the camera we're looking for there, Dylan.
Oh, it's the camera. It's going to be the camera. This is looking back from Austin Hakes.
Just that tap, gets him loose. Yep.
And then down into the corner. Oh, goodness gracious. Nice job of avoidance there. Cal Lovell as well, missing it.
All that momentum he had. Tap the guy in front of him. Couldn't maintain the corner, and that's all she wrote.
And then we'll take a look back and see how Austin Spencer and Henrietta Bordeaux get caught up in this. Coming down the front straightaway, and the wreck is happening in turn 1 right there. Oh, Austin just looses it by himself, and Henrietta just kind of got caught up in the marbles and slid up there with him. You'll have that in this big sport of auto racing. Had a little bit too much rear brake bias going in the corner. All right, so we've got a little bit of strategy now. Garrett Sidnor, a couple of those guys had to make pit stops to fix some damage there. I believe Austin Hakes did. William Page obviously did. So the guys that were running second and third for basically the majority of this race have dropped back in the field a little bit, so Garrett Sidnor will now start alongside Lamp as Lamp chooses the outside for this restart. Luke Smith and Cal Lovell in row 2. Davey Hazard, who's been quiet tonight, but he's finally moved up into a spot where we can actually talk about him. Sitting in 6th back there, or excuse me, 5th on the bottom, alongside John Peterson. There's that 43. Tenacious tonight. There he is.
Green flag.
And green flag back in the air. And ignore that. You'll see black flags pop up on restarts every once in a while because of the double file restarts.
Well, it looks like the outside is the place to be on restarts tonight.
I think
Garrett Sidnor just did not get a launch there.
Well, that and also the 21, I think, is the car that you want to be in on the restarts because that thing takes off.
Oh, for sure. Lamp's got to be happy that we're broadcasting this race and continuing his streak for him.
He does have quite the streak here on Fast 29.
50 got into the 39 back there a bit. 39 was loose exit the corner.
Oh, they're probably laughing about that right now. Cal Lovell there in that fight as well, along with Hazard.
It's frustrating being second because you want to catch the guy and pass him at first, and you gotta kind of concede and like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna block the guys behind me, avoid conceding any more positions.
Yeah, it's even more rough tonight when you're in second place and you just see that 21 car getting smaller and smaller out your front windshield. That's a tough spot to be in.
with this pace, I'm actually surprised that Scott Lamb not get pole position. William Page did.
Take a look at some telemetry out of the 50 car here of Garrett Sidnor. Look how long you have to stay out of the throttle. There's some good banking here at Nashville, but you still got to stay out of the throttle for a very, very long time. A lot longer than you think you need to here.
Just go low and hug that second lane throughout the corner.
Goodness, did you see that RPM at the end of the straightaway there, Dale? Look at that. Watch how much this thing is turning. 9,700 RPM in the corner. And you can hear the car just bottoming out through these bumps. This track is so rough.
Yeah, their setups aren't probably not helping either. Cars are probably even running lower than what they should.
Guys, are you saying that these cars are driving terrible right now?
Nah, they're driving good.
They're driving good.
Austin Hakes moving up past Noah Joyce back here for 6th. Hakes starting to make a charge back up through the field.
That 43 Peterson behind him, trying to make him on the inside. A little bit too far back.
Oh, Joyce gets really high there through 3 and 4. Peterson gets past. He's got Ingram and Page all over him. Look at Page running that really high line through 1 and 2. Almost kind of diamonding the corner. Let's see if he does the same thing in 3. Nope. He's making a fool out of me there. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. I thought he was going to diamond it again.
Page is out here hunting wabbits, guys, because he is stuck 1 lap out. He's got to do everything he can to get back on the lead lap right now.
He is in the lucky dog position, though.
Yep.
Yeah, but with the pace we're running tonight and the lack of cautions, this could be trouble. Page has really got to push the pace here to try to get back on the lead lap.
I mean, it is a short track, so it's, not if there's a caution, more like when.
Oh, it's Joyce just catching the wall in front of him. Just as you said that, right on cue. And Jamie, he's not hunting rabbits. He is the rabbit.
Yeah, he's got bugs on the car.
Look at the car. I mean, I like the joke. Very good effort. But he is
right.
Bugs Bunny.
Well, he's the Wascally Rabbit then.
There we go. That's better.
That should be our new
award.
award.
He slipped way up high there, 3 and 4 that time. Marotta gets by. I think he might have just been letting Marotta go there, probably.
He's been trying to diamond the corners the last few laps, but it's not helping him with the momentum exiting.
It was working there for a little bit, but just kind of stopped working there. Oh, we got a big battle here for second. Look at Cal Lovell making a move on Sidnor here going into 1. Luke Smith is falling back behind both of them.
Cal Lovell, the man who they say used to be cool. But I say, tonight, with that beautiful paint scheme, he is cool once again.
How many more of those jokes do you actually have?
You probably don't want to know.
Oh,
keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh, Lordy. Long...
Ain't I a stinker?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I want to see if he gets to the point where it accidentally makes, Animaniacs references instead.
Well, Dale, if that happens, you do realize that would mean war.
We now have we have 2 openings in the Fast 29 commentary booth. That will be we got cautions out.
It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
We're trying to figure out exactly why here.
That 13 car had a long time on pit road. I think something might still be broken in that car.
It just got loose and went right up into the wall.
Let's take a look here. Trying to find out from race control exactly what might have happened here. It did go straight up, but the yellow was already out at that point. let's take a look. Oh, we found it.
We're looking at the wrong car.
Yeah, we were looking at the wrong car. Okay, so this is coming
This
off
is
turn 4.
the right track.
Yeah, we're very thankful that we did that. All right, this is coming off of turn 4. Darren Ingram and Noah Joyce side by side. And he gets loose. Marotta almost got in the back of him, but I don't believe he did. And he catches the inside wall on the front stretch. He just wanted to take a big gander at the Big Machine Vodka sign there on the front straightaway.
Second car getting loose off the exit of that corner tonight.
Take a look at this from Mikey's view. Yep, it just comes around. Mm-hmm. No contact. And the one did claim that. And Darren just kind of had kind of a mediocre night. Honestly, Darren's kind of had a mediocre season, to be honest with you. He's in the championship hunt, but just hasn't quite had the speed this season that we are accustomed to seeing out of that one.
That wow race, that shock factor usually offers. So you remember I said earlier, William Patriots has to, ride it out. He's a lucky dog because that short track's not if a caution happens, it's when.
There it is. Just on cue.
Ah, shucks. You got me there. It did happen. And it was a single car accident, too. That's impressive for a short track.
And the USRL.
I didn't say it. That was not me this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they know. It's okay. Lamp and Sidnor bring him into the restart zone. Lap 74. Green flag back in the air. Flashbulbs pulping on the front straightaway. Here we go.
That back there, the field was not caught up yet. Hopefully they can use that momentum and gain some position while we stack up a bit.
Probably going to see these guys get a little bit more aggressive as this race goes on. Starting to see them try and take advantage of these restarts when they can.
Well, Scott Lamp must have heard me talking because he took the inside line for this restart and just drove away.
Again.
Or on the outside, again, not able to put the power down like that 21 car.
I mean, that 21 has just got the setup tonight here.
Random tech expansion post race.
Caution.
What in tarnation? Under caution again?
Might be Joseph Weaver, perhaps. Let's take a look. Hey, guess what, guys? Turn 4. Again.
What turn 4?
This turn 4.
There are only 2 turns. What are you talking about?
Here we go. Again. Same situation, same spot on the track, same result.
Guys, it was hard to see there, but the 92 car, and I think there was another one, also got loose off of turn 4. So something's going on. These cars must be driving terrible, at least off turn 4.
Well, we'll take a look at those guys as they come off the corner as well.
Track temp is cooler, and they're running a lot of these laps in practice and qualifying with the sun out.
Oh, you're right. Davey very loose there in the 92, and you see Weaver spinning in the background there. But you're right, the 92 yawed it out pretty hard there off turn 4. Good catch there, Jamie. And looks like Joseph Weaver has decided to park the 12 for the night.
The 4th car taken out by,
turn 4.
Just getting loose. Well, 3rd with turn 4. I don't think the track being as bumpy as it is and the setups on these cars running as low as they are helpful in that little transition area.
Well, I forgot to move that before we started this. Let me slide that down a little bit so you guys can actually see that. There you go. That's the live weather. 81 degrees now, so it has cooled down a couple of degrees. Track temperature's still at 84, so we still have basically the same conditions that we started the race with. I'm surprised that it's maintaining as much as it is, to be honest with you.
Turn 4 tonight is certainly asking these drivers if they're going to come quietly or if it has to muss them up.
That one didn't land this time as much.
Has any of them landed, Dale?
I mean, I was quicker getting the reference. That one, I'm still thinking.
That one might be a little bit more obscure.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Cue the duck.
Well, say your prayers, varmint. We're about to go back to green.
I would be if I was in this race. Here we go. Scott Lamp, Luke Smith on the front row this time. Green back in the air. Lap 80.
Inside, outside, does not matter. Scott Lamp is just going to get this restart no matter what.
Hazard trying to clear Sidnor for third. And does. Noah Joyce trying to get a peek to the bottom on the 50. See if they can make it off turn 4 clean this time. Looks like everybody does there.
Plenty of side-by-side action back there. Everybody looks like they made it through.
Sparks coming off that 92 car as it goes through the corner here.
Garrett gets him.
And on the inside, he's been getting him on corner entry. Mid-corner, he just lifts off. Goes way sliding into him all the way.
Looking back at Sidnor from Hazard. Battle for third. And once again, Scott Lamp pulls it out to a 1.3 second lead again. At this point, it's almost like everybody else is just fighting for table scraps at this point.
And Garrett Sidnor is certainly on the hunt for those table scraps right now.
Yeah, he's really pushing the car in front of him, trying to work his way by.
Here pretty soon he's going to give him the old meet as the 92 gets loose off of turn 2 this time.
These guys have definitely got these things so torqued up off the corner that it's getting a little bit of wheel spin, I think, coming off these. We saw earlier, Dale, we saw the telemetry on the 50, how much RPM these guys are really turning. You got to have, how light of a touch do you need on that accelerator coming off these corners?
Kind of you got to feather it, you know, like it's a baby. Just ease it ever so slightly. And I think that kind of foot discipline is hard for a lot of people to get used to.
The battle for fifth. Cal Lovell, Noah Joyce, John Peterson back there fighting for a top 5 as well. And Austin Hakes back there, he was charging earlier after the incident with William Page, but he's kind of gotten mired back here at the back end of the top 10, currently in 8th.
Yeah, that 43 was looking to follow the 5 through on the low side. Gets a little push, it looks like on exit, but just can't make that pass on the 31 car. Got a 28 right behind him, though.
Peterson going to clear Joyce into turn 3. Hake's going to try and follow him through. Side by side for 7th.
And we've got another car coming right there in the 62.
And Joyce just went off his speed tonight as well.
Yeah, this circuit here at Nashville Fairgrounds has certainly thrown a curveball to some of the drivers we're used to seeing up in the top 5.
A lot of these guys just have not hit the setup tonight as we expected.
One man that has, though.
There he is. Scott Lamp 3.1 second lead over Luke Smith in 13 laps after the restart.
Fully dialed in. On a reminiscent of, Max Verstappen with a good car.
Here, let's go on board with Luke Smith. And somewhere down there, going into turn 1, is Scott Lamp. I think he's down there anyway.
When he exits, Scott is entering, which is crazy.
The whole length of the straightaways around this place is the lead.
Yeah, Chris, way off there in the distance. I thought I saw a putty tat. Oh, nope, that's just Scott Lamp driving away from the field.
You open the door, he's going to just come in no matter what.
Somebody had to do it.
And it's you, yeah.
He's a bit of a rascally rabbit tonight.
Great horny toad. Scott Lamp is almost out to a 4-second lead.
He's been in another zip code. His best lap is 0.2 faster than anybody else's. He ran an 18 flat at one point tonight. The next fastest lap on the sheet is an 18.284.
That is crazy.
It's hauling around this place. And that's why we've been kind of showing the battles in the pack, folks, because Scott Lamp is kind of stinking up the front a little bit here, but we got some great battles back in the field here. There's Cal Lovell taking a look underneath Davey Hazard for 4th. Got Austin Hakes. He's starting to kind of roll in that 28 again. He's just slowly, methodically trying to get back up here after that incident with William Page about 30 or 40 laps ago.
He's really found his rhythm once again. Knows where he wants to go, is picking his spots, able to force the car down low. As other guys having trouble, have to drift up high.
Looking back at Hakes from Lovell. Hakes has now gotten back in the top 5 and working on Lovell for 4th.
You can see that his throttle control from back here, and he's able to just keep that car just planted on that low line.
Oh, he got loose off 4. That's going to hurt his momentum there, and so did Hazard.
Yep, Davey Hazard bounced off the wall there, coming off of 4. These cars will start to drive terribly.
They're starting to work through a little bit of traffic here. Oh, we got a report from race control that Garrett Sidnor is having some sort of a technical issue. Something about the frame rate. He's still in 3rd, but
and
struggling a little bit.
The gap to Luke Smith.
So definitely something happening to Garrett Sidnor here. Hopefully it doesn't become an issue because he's sitting 2nd in the points right now. But he's looking on Luke Smith. You're right. He's there. Just a question of if the flip book he's looking at is going to help him get past him. 20 to 25 frames. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's still plenty. Right?
Well, it's moving, I guess. That's about it. 20 laps to go here at Nashville.
Garrett Sidnor in 3rd place with frame rate issues has got to be thinking to himself, that's a joke, son.
Dale, would you open the door and let our buddy out, if you don't mind? Well, let yourself out then. 5.
But I'm at the right track.
You are at the right track, yes. Yeah, but you're in the wrong booth. 5.9 second lead over this battle for 2nd is Scott Lamp.
That's just crazy. What is going on tonight?
He's the have, and everybody else is the have-nots.
Hey, Garrett Sidnor finally made that pass. He's up into 2nd place.
With those technical issues, I'm surprised he was able to make that pass.
Did you have a technical issue, Dale?
Oh no, I had a dog issue.
Oh, okay.
had a dog issue.
It is take your dog to work day. Every day is take your dog to work day.
Every day.
Hakes, Lovall, battle for 4th. And Hakes gonna try and slide in front of him and does.
Just keeping that car locked on that bottom groove. Seems to be the only guy willing to risk that lane. Everybody else wants to run the middle groove, trying to avoid getting loose on corner exit.
It's just incredible how far out that 21 has gotten. 6.5 seconds. And he's working traffic.
Yeah, I think if we had no cautions in this race, this might be one where Scott Lamp wins by a lap.
He's about he's almost a half a lap ahead now. And again, we've been back to green on this last caution at lap 80. So he's pulled this lead out in what? Math is hard.
Laps numbers.
Laps numbers, y'all figure it out. 113 minus 80. There you go. Whatever it is.
You're not counting, cars out of the race. He's almost lapped a third of the field so far.
There's 9 cars in the lead lap. Mikey Murata, the last car in the lead lap. There he is at the bottom of the screen. Just a royal butt kicking happening here with the 21.
Yeah, it's been that's all, folks, since the drop of the green flag.
You can hear the Jaws theme as he closes up on Marauder back there.
Speaking of the Jaws theme, here comes Hakes on Luke Smith for 3rd.
Dale, all I hear is the crowd cheering at every one of my Looney Tunes references.
It's kind of hard to hear the crowd sometimes as high as we are.
I didn't know you had that many voices in your head, Zalecki.
Oh, well, you learn something new every day.
I do. I'm learning that 28 has turned to wick up a little bit as well. As he got loose again off turn 4.
Saves it, though.
Great save as he completes the pass on Luke Smith for 3rd. There goes Sidnor.
Starting to wind down quick.
Yep. 8 to go. Coming to 7.
28's looking at the second best round there right now.
Oh, Smith tried to take a look back underneath Hakes off 4 and got loose himself. And there's the leader in the part of the track we literally were just looking at. He is 9 seconds up on that battle for 3rd we were looking at. Scott Lamp looking at 5 to go next time by.
I think at this point, one of these drivers is going to have to sacrifice themselves if anybody wants a shot at that 21 car.
Team orders in effect, be a mobile chicane.
Well, we've got this traffic in front of the leaders here. Page, Barnes, Hazard, Murata. All over each other. Here's Hazard gets loose again off 4. Well, Hazard after that last restart, he restarted with 3rd, and he's fallen all the way back to a battle for 7th here.
Just drop back on the rock.
Yeah, that 92 car is not friendly tonight. Hazard definitely has his hands full.
Now, if I'm Scott Lamp, I have a 6.5 second lead. Am I going to try and get through this traffic this hard? I mean, you got 3 to go.
Yeah, 3 to go.
I'd be riding right here.
Yeah, he's really backed the pace down. I've watched his lead go from about 6.9 seconds to down to 6.3 now. I think he's just kind of chilling and hoping that the 92 car can hold on for 2 more laps.
Approaching, all 4 cars were like spread across the track like a blanket.
Davey Hazard with quick hands tonight. Man, oh man.
He has needed them.
Yeah. I think he gets the Trisket save of the race tonight for driving that thing.
The entire race long.
The whole thing. I mean, he is just wrecking the entire lap.
Dirt track in this place. All right, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go as Scott Lamp brings it off turn 4.
zero opposition for him.
Yeah, Lamp has let his lead decrease by a full second.
And here he comes off turn 4. Scott Lamp dominates here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Garrett Sidnor will eventually cross the line in second. As I just realized I have the wrong race logo up, but that's okay. Salute to Davis Locke for a moment here.
Yeah, tonight's Davis Locke shout out of the race goes to Davis Locke.
Yes, which, by the way, just a heads up to everybody, he is doing his cancer treatment very well. Definitely still want to give our thoughts and prayers to him and his family. But so far, the news from that camp is going well. He did have a little bit of a scare about 2 weeks ago, but everything got through successfully. Just like Scott Lamp here tonight, as he burns it down on the front stretch here at the fairgrounds. We'll talk to our top 3 finishers here momentarily. Scott Lamp, your winner. Garrett Sidnor, Austin Hakes, your top 3. We'll get that full field rundown here momentarily for you, but for right now, we're going to step aside, see some commercials, and we will be right back.
16mm Film Crew is a film and TV podcast. Join Cindy and Dale as they talk about the latest TV shows, movies, and entertainment news. New episodes drop every Tuesday, everywhere podcasts are found. Videos go live on YouTube every Thursday. Visit them on their website at 16mmfilmcrew.com.
Oh, I'm ready.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready.
And get ready for the workday.
"16mm Film Crew is a film and TV podcast. Join Cindy and Dale as they talk about the latest TV shows, movies, and entertainment news. New episodes drop every Tuesday, everywhere podcasts are found. Videos go live on YouTube every Thursday. Visit them on their website at 16mmfilmcrew.com.
Oh, I'm ready.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready.
And get ready for the workday.
Welcome back to Fast 29's coverage of the USORL Cup Series from Nashville Fairgrounds. Race is in the books, and Scott Lamp just absolutely took them to task tonight. Look at that final margin of victory, 6.36 seconds here at this half-mile track. Austin Hakes also on the podium tonight. Luke Smith and Cal Love all round out your top 5. There's 6 through 10 on your screen. And there's the rest of the order as they ran here tonight. A couple of those guys, Blake Viken had a heck of a run early on, charging up from 11th to 6th early, and unfortunately that turn 4 caught him early, and unfortunately was the last one to finish tonight. Quick check at the championship standings, unofficial. Scott Lamp, not surprising. He's still up top. Garrett Sidnor, Luke Smith, Austin Hakes, William Page, the top 5. Cal, Davey, Darren, Noah, and Cam. And again, those that are highlighted in yellow are in the chase tonight. And a few of these, basically just look at the top 12 because the rest of this is completely inaccurate. For some reason, I am in 15th, and that is definitely not right. So we'll just ignore that for now.
You're in 15th in our hearts.
You mean people would lie on TV? No.
Yes, we just did, but not on purpose. Sometimes just the computer likes to glitch, but that's okay. We're here for fun. All right, we'll bring those finishing orders back up for the top 10. Let's see if we can get a hold of whoever is waiting in the interview room. Let's start with our third place finisher, Austin Hakes. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir. How are we?
Well, tell us how you ran tonight, because you got caught up in a little incident early on, but you charged back up to a podium finish. Tell us about it, bud.
Yeah. First off, I want to say shout out to Scotty. He built a rocket ship. Man, I only had about 10 laps of practice before the race and qualifying, so shout out to him. He did a good job. Obviously, he won the race. But yeah, lap 46, I want to say 45, 46. I just, after the restart, trying to get all I can. Maybe I could keep up with Scotty a little bit better that run, and I, just touched the gas a little too much. I made an adjustment during that pit stop, and just stepped out a little bit and hit it for Will. He got into the back of me, and then I think he ended up spinning out and whatever else. But yeah, I spent most of the race just trying to fix the damage. I didn't really see a whole lot, but it gave me 3 minutes, so whatever that's worth.
I know that 3 minutes was enough to get you back to third place, so that's good. It did seem like a lot of guys were having trouble off the corners. Is that kind of what you were seeing tonight? Was it just too much gear, or was it just the track? What do you think it was?
Probably just track. It's a tough track. It's bumpy. You get down into 3, and it's like, you're hitting some bumps, and if you get on the gas too hard while you're going over the bumps, it kind of wants to step out. So you really just, every time I try to help someone like drive in iRacing, it's just always, got to be easy on the throttle, getting off the corners. You can't. I know some people have a bad NR 2003 habits of like hammering down, gripped up tracks. You just can't do that here, and or else you'll do what I did and spin your tires and cause a wreck. So.
I still had the same problem in NR, so I guess that's just a me problem. Don't say anything, Dale or Jamie. Don't you? No.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Don't say a word. No. I knew you guys were thinking it. Okay, anyway. Moving on.
I was compliment Austin. I mean, he mentioned how hard it was in the bottom, that bottom groove of the track, but, the second half of the race, he was just on fire, making his overtakes in that position,
Yeah, I think a lot of times in iRacing, the top line is fast, right? But you also burn up your tires more. So typically, even like places, Homestead, Auto Club, stuff like that, I'm just always, as much as I can, running the bottom to try and save your tires the most you can in case there's long run. Obviously, there's a fine line if you're, everybody's ripping the top and you're losing 5, 6, 7 spots on a restart. You got to kind of make a sacrifice, but that's typically how I like to run things.
Yep. Well, you got some great partners as always. You know the drill on this. Austin, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, shout out to Scotty once again for building the setup and getting the win. He was super fast, like every week. Shout out to John Peterson. He painted my throwback for me, the Outlier Speedco with the Tasmanian Devil. So I appreciate him. And appreciate you guys for putting on the broadcast. I say it all the time, but you guys do a great job. And every time you broadcast, I finish top 3. So
This seems to be a theme between you and Scott. It's always you guys that we're talking to at the end of the race, and then a third random guy. So that seems to be kind of the theme that we've been having recently. So, but congrats.
So keep broadcasting.
Well, we've got every other race the rest of the season, so we're looking forward to doing a few more of these with you guys. So, but congratulations tonight, Austin, coming home third place finish. Congratulations on that, and we will see you next week. You guys will be racing at the Super Speedway across town, so we won't be broadcasting that, but we'll see you at Kansas on here. So, congratulations tonight.
Thank you. See you guys.
Austin Hakes, driver number 28, finishes third tonight. See if we can get a hold of my buddy Garrett Sidnor. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
There's Garrett. So that Mom and Pop's ride seemed to be pretty solid all night long. Tell us about that run, bud.
Yeah, that was my mind is about as jumbled up as that race car was tonight. My team was the only one that obviously knew this deal, but I felt like we had a really good long run car. Obviously Scott fired off really, really well. Like he got a 6-second lead every run and then would maintain. But our car was kind of like hooked up around lap 30, 40 of a run, but we unfortunately with only 125 laps and both cautions kind of coming out at those respective points is like kind of out in the water. But yeah, we lost spots on restarts, had to claw back and get them throughout the runs. And then when we lined up for the restart with 40 something to go, the frames on my unit started dropping and continuously dropped to all the way to 22 frames per second by the time we crossed the start finish line for the checkers. So I don't know how I made it, but we did.
We were actually talking about that because we had picked that up on Race Control that you're having that issue, and we commented that you were battling Luke Smith for the second place with basically a flip book. So that's pretty impressive on your part.
Yeah, I know. A full PowerPoint presentation there trying to get around the 39 machine. Yeah, I mean, he was racing, in his own right, but I mean, obviously he didn't know. So like, I was just trying to give him space and find a way to build momentum to get around him, because if I was sticking it to the inside and hung there, I was gonna wash up into him just because I didn't have a good feeling where everybody was. So, but yeah, I mean, we JPR rode a really fast forward Mustang to the track tonight. We just had one more car to beat.
And it was that, unfortunately, the 21 that just absolutely stunk it up tonight. But best in class, I guess, for you. I guess is probably the way we put it tonight. So, but you got some great sponsors on that beautiful Mom and Pop's throwback. Tell us about it, buddy.
Yeah, our nice Beefaroo Ford Mustang. I think John Peterson and William Page and all the guys, Cal Lovell, all the guys at JPR, and Ray Tussin, the guys that make paint schemes, build setups, and help our group do what we've been doing this year. I feel like even though Scott Lamp is kind of, he's done a tremendous job, I feel like we've done a decent job as a group organization this season in Cup. But yeah, Love's Travel Stops, Rudabush, Generator, obviously Grillo's Pickles, and there's plenty more sponsors that we put on the race car for this 50 machine that we have in real life. So yeah, on to the next one.
Yep, Nashville Super Speedway. How you feel about that one next week?
Well, the last time we showed up to Nashville, the last two times I showed to Nashville, at least in the USORL League, I finished second to Luke in a car that I felt like I could never turn. And then the other race I did here, I was probably one of the worst cars on the racetrack. So I think it's going to be a tough one in Nashville Super Speedway for at least for the 50 team. But I feel like once we get through this first stretch of the chase, we'll be kind of dig into the finish, trying to make up the ground if we can make up the ground on that 21 car in points.
Sounds good. Well, I guess you've got. Did you do the 2-week hotel rental for this, since we're basically going across town next week?
Yeah, I don't know. John's kind of a cheapskate sometimes, so I don't know if he sent. I don't know. He might have just put us on the van to send us back to the shop.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So
you got John
true.
for this. You're going back to the shop.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going back to the shop. He's probably put me back on the sim for the week. He ain't gonna let me hang around.
Well, congratulations on a great second place finish. Again, best in class, I guess. Best John Peterson racing machine as well. For you guys in the top 7 tonight. So congratulations on that. We'll see how things go for you at Nashville Super Speedway, and we'll hope to talk to you maybe the week after at Kansas.
Alrighty, thank you.
Garrett Sidnor, driver of the number 50 machine, brings it home second tonight. All right, let's talk to, I guess, the Dominator, Scott Lamp. You got a copy, bud?
I do.
All right, well, we've finally woken up from our nap up here in the booth. No, I'm just kidding. You had the car to beat, obviously, all night long. And it's a Fast 29 broadcast, so that usually means we talk to you in some capacity, so you keep on that streak going. So tell us about that run tonight.
Car was really good. Every time I worked on it, I made it worse. So I just went back. We blew qualifying. I was tracking like a high 7, low 8 So I think fast time tonight was like a 9.2. Well, we we were digging through 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, I just decided to go slow and whatever. So unfortunately started P2, but the green flag came out so much earlier than any of us expected. And a lot of these guys use auto blip or auto clutch, which in these cars you just got to crack the gas and shift up. So I was able to get out to the early lead, clean air the whole time. Car was really good. It was just a little free in. Fun fact, it was actually exactly the same setup that I ran at Bristol, minus 2 Packard changes and 1 other change I can't give away. But that was it. I spent no time on this setup, and like I said, every time that I worked on it, I made it worse. So leave it and run it. We were able to get a good turn on throttle, but still have all the drive in the world, and car was just a rocket.
Clearly. That was, I mean, you pulled out, that last restart on lap 80, you pulled out to like a 5-second lead within like 15 seconds, or 15 laps, excuse me. And that was just insane to watch. I mean, we were just watching the gap just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we were like, we're not going to watch him anymore. So we dropped back in the pack and just watched other people. We knew where you were, so it was fine. So but, it was just a rocket ship tonight.
Yeah, after the first caution, I made 1 change. I dropped the right rear just to put some cross weight in it. And I decided to go up 2% on tape. And that was actually a mistake. So what I would do is I would jump out to like a second. And then just because of restarts, really, I would focus on getting a good drive off of 2. And from there, I had no pressure. So I started getting hot. And I was a little worried about it because obviously I want to pull away as far as I can. It's more like a challenge at that point. Like, let's see how far I can pull away. But I started getting hot, so I started lifting like just after the flag stand and barely breaking into the corner. And that thing woke up even more, I swear. I don't think I've ever driven a car less hard and went faster.
That's that go slow to go faster deal right there, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just carrying speed in different places, really. Instead of driving it in hard, braking hard, rolling a little bit slower, carry all the speed through the center, and we could still put the pedal down. So it was insane.
It was a great looking ride tonight. Well, you got some great sponsors on that 21. You know what to do. I don't even have to tell you. You do it.
Absolutely. We're down to 2 or 3 now. It's just Outlier Speed Co. I finally was able to sell that shop to a great group of guys. I think I've talked to you guys about it in my last interview. A great group of guys are running it. They're trying to build it back up. We've been around since 2020. So please, if any of you guys are in the market looking, this is coming from an old setup shop owner. I do not like setup shops. I think it's ruined official series on iRacing. But if you are in the market for it, please go check them out. They put out exactly what they race. I can vouch for that because I've done it since 2020. State building company, family business, and just the group of guys behind us, me and Austin, we spent a lot of time this season just having fun doing what we like to do as a hobby. We can't do it as much anymore, or at least I can't. So it's about 2 days a week. Spend a couple hours, have a good time with our friends. That's what it's all about. So we're going to keep going and hopefully pick up the championships this year.
Well, that sounds good. Well, real quick, how do you feel about your chances at the Speedway across town?
Okay, so the
Nashville
Nashville tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really like the Nashville tracks, all of them. So like this track, I have about 1 million laps around here. I'm a short track guy. I think that's part of the reason what really helped me today. Literally like 1 million laps around this place. I spent 3 years racing late models before they ruined them with the late model stocks, and this place was just, it's like home. So then when I got into the NASCAR stuff, Nashville Super Speedway quickly became one of my favorite tracks, and we got a couple B Open SOF wins on Monday nights, and raced here with the Pro Series, the series before the Coke Series, if you guys aren't familiar. The guys watching, so I was able to build for there. I'm feeling pretty good, to say the least. It's a very fun track, very technical. It's not your normal 1.5 miles. You actually got to drive it, so it should be really fun. Should be a really good race to watch. If you guys are streaming that, I don't know, maybe I'll sponsor it just so you guys got to come back.
Well, right now we are not scheduled for that, so that is open. So just let me know. We'll go from there. Right now we're scheduled for the next. Just so everybody knows as well, we are scheduled for every other race through the rest of the season right now. So we'll be at Kansas, Talladega, and Las Vegas. Those are the three that we are scheduled at the moment. But obviously subject to change if guys like Scott want to sponsor us for a few of those that are in the middle. Obviously we're open to whatever as long as my schedule holds out as well. So, but congratulations to you tonight, Scott. Great run. As always, it's a pleasure to talk to you because apparently we talk every time I broadcast. So
we're getting very familiar.
We are, absolutely. But congratulations tonight. And if we don't see you at the Speedway across town, we'll definitely see you in a couple weeks.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Scott Lamp, driver of the number 21, is your winner here at Nashville. Well, boys, Dale, Jamie, what did you guys think about that one tonight? Dale, we'll start with you.
To be expected, it's a short track race. I like Scott just put on a show right there. He mentioned multiple times that every time he tried to make the car better, he made it worse. Sometimes cooler heads prevails. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop tweaking it. I got something that works here, and that show tonight. He got Austin and his teammate coming in, third place. Wonderful drive as well. Wonderful recovery. Of course those John Peterson Racing guys, all of them are in the top 10 with Garrett getting a second place. But the fact that them as a group, as a collective, were able to perform so well, it was amazing to watch.
Well, I don't know why that started playing, but there we go. I guess we just wanted to play the intro music one more time. Anyway, Jamie, how did you feel about this one tonight?
I'm kind of disappointed. This was a short track race, and I wanted to see some chaos. And these drivers didn't deliver. They gave us a clean race, really good race standards. Of course, these drivers put on a hell of a show. A little bit more action at a short track. Who wouldn't want that, But it's always good to see these drivers keeping it clean. I mean, the only accident we really had involved, 3 cars,
yep.
And they all were able to continue on. So, pretty good race tonight. I think we're going to have to call this race the Scott Lamp 125 next year after that performance.
He's definitely put his name in the running for that anyway, definitely. So, but it was a great race tonight. Clean half-mile track. I was actually very thankful for that because I've had a very long day, and I think you guys have too. So that it was nice to have a shorter one tonight. Not too much carnage. But these guys definitely put on a great show for you here tonight. Again, here on Fast 29 coming up. Potentially, I'll be running some more Tuesday night races with the Nexel series in USORL. We'll see how my schedule goes for that. So just subscribe to the channel. If I go live, there you go. I'm not for sure if I'm going to be on there next Tuesday. It's going to be kind of a whim type thing. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as the actual broadcasts go on Thursday night, next week right now up in the air. Scott may sponsor us. He did put that out there. We'll see. If not, we are definitely on the books for the week after at Kansas. That is, what date is that, gentlemen? Is that the 9th? Yeah, October the 9th.
Sure.
Is when that's going to be. So we will be broadcasting from Kansas. 2 weeks after that will be the one, the only Talladega Superspeedway. There will be some action there, Jamie. there will be something happening there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There will be action.
Absolutely. And then 2 weeks after that, we will have the finale for the USORL Cup season 12 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So we're looking forward to that as well here on Fast 29. So from all of us here at Fast 29, for Jamie Zalecki, Dale Barham, I'm Chris Pickett. That's all, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.